Yes, because I don't have a fancy intro, so Kevin's going to dance. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel of Stopher Cavins. Look who I have with me. I have Kevin and Jason.
Hi.
Hello.
We already have a nice group in here.
That was deep.
Hello there.
I have to balance your hello.
So funny.
Nice. So this is the first time for both of you on my channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's it looking here? Is it pretty fun?
It looks good so far.
Nice.
I
Well,
like the red.
thank you for
Or-
saying yes.
Whatever color that is. I think it's red.
It's a good red, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi everyone. Hi Scott Scorpio Santero, Linda De Consoles, Viviani. Hello, Chris MK. So we are going to do some readings tonight. Let me put my banners up that I worked so hard on. I want to give you the proper welcome. So what's new with you guys? I think a lot of people tuning in probably know both of you, but if you could, just in case there's some folks that have never seen your faces, Jason, tell us a little bit about yourself, or something maybe that people don't know.
My main job, my main role is I'm a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner. Deals with past life and healing and such. That's my main job. And then something that people might not know about me. I've hiked the Grand Canyon twice.
Get out.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I've never even been.
Yeah. It's something that I did it when I was a lot younger, but it was beautiful. It was amazing. It's like going back in time.
Sweet. I love that.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you for sharing that. So I put your website up on the screen, and when I was making the banners, I wanted to like put your title, but you have many. It won't fit on the screen. So tell us a little bit about like maybe some of the services that you offer through your website.
Well, I do the quantum healing hypnosis primarily, so that's a type of thing. It's one-on-one in person. Really powerful, amazing. I love it. It's my calling. I have another one called the Psychic Soul Body Wellness, and it's kind of a combination of kind of the knowledge that I've gained through being a practitioner and learning about the body from the spiritual sense. So it's tapping in with people one-on-one online and talking about physical problems. And also I've learned that I can tap into past lifetimes in order to really get a better sense of physical symptoms that might be carried over. And then I do a lighter state of hypnosis one-on-one online. It's not QHHT, and then just general spiritual counseling, which has kind of just evolved by itself. That a lot of people meeting with clients, it gives me, I'm able to give them a lot of information and guidance in that way. So
nice. So you have like 4 or 5 different healing kind of sessions you offer.
Right. Yeah.
Sweet. Now, are they all available online, or some of them have to be in person?
The QHHT has to be in person. That's just because it's a deep level trance, and when you visit past lifetimes, it can be pretty. You become the person, and it can be pretty intense. And if it was done online, and there was a power outage or something like that, it would not be a good scenario. But everything else is online.
Cool.
Yes.
Sweet. If anybody wants to check out any of those services of Jason's, go to his website. It's right there. I'm sure somebody's posting the website in the comments as well.
Yeah.
Thank you to the moderators. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Kevin, and yourself?
Well, hello to everybody, and thanks for having me on your channel, Stopher. Stopher and I go way back. We do lots of stuff together, and so I feel like I've been here before, but technically I have not. He's been on my channel many times.
And we've been on other people's channels together.
We have. We're like a couple.
couple of something. I don't know.
Totally. But no, really, thank you for having me. It's with pleasure to be here. And so for those of you that are not familiar with who I am, my name is Kevin, and I have a YouTube channel where I do lots of various things with lots of various people. So if you haven't checked out my channel, go ahead and check it out. And for the most part, I do readings, so mediumship, psychic. I also do a couple of different healings. Through Universal Energy, I do Reiki. I'm a Reiki master. And then I also do a few different types of spiritual healing and trance healing and trance mediumship. So all of the stuff that I do is available virtually. And so in the last few years, which changed everything about how I looked at connecting with people in this capacity, I had to experience it to really be, further in the trust part of it, because I was skeptical, thinking like, oh, how's that going to work? Or is it going to be the same? Or is it going to be not quite as good? And to my pleasant surprise, it's even better than I could have imagined. So yeah, it's been phenomenal. And so, that's kind of what I do. And tell you something that I don't know about myself. Are we? We're asking the same.
Yeah, the folks might not know about yourself or something you've done or accomplished.
Favorite ice cream? No.
Favorite ice cream?
Favorite ice cream?
Anything like caramel or peanut butter, but probably caramel number one.
Yum.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, caramel. I'm going with that. How about you guys?
Thank you. I'm not a huge ice cream fan, but I really like fruity flavors.
Surprise, surprise.
Shady girl.
Stopher and I are very comfortable with each other, as are Jason and I. So I'm not being a rude guest, I promise.
It's gonna get weird.
Hanging out with friends, so it's like.
Anyway, thank you, Kevin, for sharing. If anybody wants to check out Kevin's services, they're at thehealingmedium.ca.
Oh my gosh, Hilda Flores. I worked at Dairy Queen for 7 years in one day, and I made so many peanut butter parfaits. Truth be told, that's my least favorite. I don't like hot fudge or chocolate. And then the Spanish peanuts in it, even, I made a bazillion of those and a bazillion Buster bars.
You're having
anyway, there is something that you guys didn't know. So thanks, Hilda.
I love that.
Yeah.
My grandmother always said you can't trust someone who doesn't like chocolate. I kind of
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like chocolate, but not in the form of ice cream or like hot fudge. But I don't mind chocolate. Okay. If there's caramel and peanut butter.
Do you like the salted caramel?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, my mom works for a chocolatier, and so we don't have a shortage of chocolate in our house ever. And that's one of my favorite, the salted caramel or the peanut butter.
Did you know chocolate is spiritual?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, cacao and those ceremonies, absolutely. Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you for sharing, both of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to be doing, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself, folks, just in a second, but we are going to be doing some mediumship questions. If you could put those in all caps, add some emojis so we can easily identify them. Kevin, are you able to help me do the starring?
Sure, Stopher. Yeah.
Because you know me in the multitasking, it doesn't happen very easily.
Absolutely. Yeah, if we're doing, I like this new thing too, that you can do like little floaty hearts and like tap. Yeah, I can see it on my screen. There's people doing little floaty hearts.
I don't see the floaty heart.
On your live, on your phone, it's like little floaty hearts. Yeah, they're
I'm not looking at my phone.
It's so great.
I'm not looking at my phone because that's a multitasking situation that I'm not prepared for. So yeah, I'm Stopher. I'm a psychic medium based out of LA. I think my website is on here somewhere. Hold on. I'm so slow. There we go. Yeah, so my services are pretty straightforward. I have mediumship that is available over the phone or on Zoom. I do in person as well if you're in the LA area. I also do groups and parties and events for live as well, and psychic readings. So that's all at stophercavins.com. To tell you something about myself you may not know, I think it was back in 2017, choreographed a dance for a young lady's quinceañera. Yep.
Is that for real?
I did, yeah. This tall white situation.
Wow.
Did that, yeah.
Jackie, thank you for mentioning that. All caps would be appreciated. If you're asking mediumship, if you could put the name in the relationship, that would also be appreciated.
Yes.
And if you're asking a psychic question, which we can also do, please be specific. General is a little harder to tune into, so if you could ask specifically in an area with a bit of detail, that helps us. I know it helps me, so.
Yeah, and we have 111 folks watching,
Well,
at least on this channel.
on
Yeah,
a Monday night.
I know. Thank you for being here, everyone.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like the more specific, the better. I think it's just more interesting. I don't know. Personal.
Absolutely.
Oh, we have like 10. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you all for being here. I see a lot of names I don't recognize, so cool. Thank you. Anything you guys want to add before we get started with the questions?
I have a new show.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Light Space.
What's going on in your show?
I totally forgot about that. Thursdays, it's called Light Space. It's a place, it's not really reading oriented. It's more just talking about metaphysics, anything spiritual, karma, past lives, extraterrestrials, paranormal. The topic's going to change regularly, so I'm really excited about that. So if you're free and interested, please watch.
When is that, Jason?
Thursday.
Thursdays, I might switch around the time a little bit just to make it a little bit later in the day. But yeah, so this Thursday I will have a new one.
Very cool.
Nice. Thank you. I totally forgot to ask you about that, but I was watching some of it earlier today, so I thought it was extremely interesting. So check it out. Light Space on Thursdays with Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have not subscribed to either Jason's channel, my channel, or Kevin's channel, please take just a few moments to hit all the subscribing buttons and to like the contents and to, what is the other thing? Set up the alerts.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you want to go first with a question, Kevin, or would you like me to pop one up
Go
here?
for it. I'm just starring away.
I like this one. I didn't even read all of it. I read half of it. And I was like, I like it.
You do that. I don't read them. I will just go in and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, usually it works out good, but yeah.
No, I do read that. No, I do make sure it's
Do you?
on the screen. Yeah, I try to.
I don't.
All right, Ness, thank you for the question. I am working on a creative writing project. It is like a grown-up picture book. Lots of paragraphs of text mixed with a lot of images / sketches. Any advice by guides or spirit? I think so. I'm going to pull a few cards as I kind of connect with that. And if you guys get something beforehand, please feel free to roll with it.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Rhonda. Hi, everyone. All right, now I have to read this. I'm working on a creative writing project. It is like a grown-up picture book. Oh, that sounds cool. Lots of paragraphs of text mixed with lots of images and sketches. Is there like I don't want to say topic, but like under what kind of genre or like kind of area of focus, Ness, or is it just
Magical fantasy?
I feel like there's a journey about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's Yeah, so I'll go ahead and go because I already got some stuff coming in, and I did as I was picking up the journey, I got to follow the leader, and I see the path here, and then I also got the rescue card. So I feel like that there's an element. I'm almost being asked to tell you to not forget the element of the journey, and with the rescue message, it's almost like there's a level of healing or some kind of level of learning that you can put into this that maybe you're not quite aware of yet. So it's like these little intricate things. Don't forget the messages inside of them. So I just want to. I'm just being asked to call you to be aware of those. I feel like there might be some things, not necessarily that you're missing, that maybe you just haven't thought of. So be very, very thoughtful as you're putting this together, because I think there's some lessons and things that you can kind of pull up from some of the visuals and the text. I hope that helps you.
So I came up, I chose first one, miracles, expecting the wondrous to emerge, coupled with love. So, my sense in terms of spiritual guidance is that you are possibly, this is the first move or the first book or project that you're doing, and it's something that you put off for a while. And with that, I know that there's always that fear of, or, is it going to be successful and everything else? But I think it's always about really focusing on coming from a place of love. And specifically, I saw that it's about a memoir slash giving you language on experiences and sharing knowledge. So I think that really ties in with this other card for clarification, transformation. So obviously it might probably most likely be about helping people transform their own lives based on your own experiences, and that you're on that path.
I love that. I think this echoes that, Jason, is the expecting miracles and higher power. This does feel like it's spiritually influenced in however you language that, but it feels very connectedness, and that feels really good. It's like if there's encouragement or invitation, it's to step further into that component. And there's something, and I don't fully know the context of this, but in that bringing people together, there's an opportunity for like union or like more connectiveness, union in it. There's some bringing together elements. So yeah, transforms other life based on other experiences. Interesting. It feels very fascinating. I can't wait to see it. And for those people that are visual, I think that that's a great component as well. Cool.
Yeah. Thank you, Ness.
Hi, Terry.
All right. Would you like to select a question for us, Mr. Kevin?
Oh, sure.
Por favor.
CC.
People didn't know I'm bilingual.
We have like 300 starred.
I know. Yeah, questions are closed.
Yeah. I don't know if we mentioned, but we don't go in any particular order. Kind of where we're taken, we will go there. Jason, I don't know if you can star, can you? You don't have starring power.
I only have one seat.
Oh, right. Got it.
That's
All right.
You've got it.
good.
Hi,
I'm good.
Roger, Suzanne. Does my guide team have a message for me? I like the way you worded that.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they do. Oh, great. Yep.
It's a yes, they do. right, Spirit Watcher Suzanne. So quick at the gate. For one thing, I got the number 3, and I feel like they're telling me almost like I've got 3 different energies coming through that it might be almost like a kind of a trinity for you, if you can understand that. There's just 3 coming forward that feel a little different. I also got like I'm hearing like plant power. I almost feel that there's a lot of energy with you connected to plants and trees. So they're reminding you of that as well. I've got the mending card and the TikTok. So I feel like they're giving me that you're kind of currently in deep in some kind of maybe working on yourself in the way of healing some past traumas or healing some past confusions. So it's also a message of, because I feel like you're going very spiritual with this, and it's also a message of don't forget to kind of feed and take care of your human body and your human awareness as well, and kind of really be reverent to both your spiritual consciousness and your physical. But I feel like there's a lot of healing that's happening and taking place right now that is really being promoted by the energies around you. So just know they're with you in that journey. Jason or Kevin?
So I pulled the leadership card.
So did I. Different deck. That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
Love it.
I think that the imagery with the polar bear kind of being translucent, so probably along the lines of that you're kind of one of the silent leaders in particular situations. You don't rule with an iron fist, but there could be something that you're dealing with or struggling with in that area, because I came up with 2, wandering the path, which has to do with, wrong one, enjoying the journey, and then watching the clouds, just relaxing and rest. So it's a sense of just being firm in your strength and knowing that you know what you're doing, and to trust yourself even in the face of self-doubt and fear.
You know what's really interesting, Jason, is that I pulled from the same deck. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 decks on my. And so interesting that we pulled from that same deck. The second card that I got, Suzanne, the Miracles card. And it just, I think Miracles was in the last one too, but I want to go back to the energy and medicine of the vulture came in. And I was like, okay, a little taken back in a great way that I don't see the vulture all that often, but there's this aspect of resourcefulness. Oh yeah, I wrote it down. I'm trying to remember. And I'm like, wait a sec, I wrote it down. Resourcefulness, efficiency, and the reminder that nothing is wasted. And so in the energy of that feels like move into the vibration of miracle, expecting the wondrous to emerge. So if you're connecting that with the healing, even more to unfold for you, Suzanne. And you're a magnificent leader, as you know. I hope that you see yourself in that capacity, because I know everybody here that knows you knows that about you. So wonderful to see you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Suzanne. And thank you, Ness, for the...
So kind, Ness. Thank you. And Jason, someone was asking, Vivian, I think it was, to make them a moderator on your channel next time.
Yeah, I did.
Perfect.
I masterfully actually did that. I'm surprised myself.
Wow. Good job.
Nice. I'm inspired by your multitasking.
Yeah, that was luck.
That's high level stuff right there.
Talking about miracles.
All right. Who's next? So many to choose from.
Absolutely, Suzanne. You're welcome.
All right, Linda de Gasolis. does my birth father, Gene, have any messages for me?
There's definitely a theme emerging.
Oh, don't you love that, Jason?
So different deck, same card, miracles.
Oh, wow.
Also, I have the protection card, and that's ascending the mountain, keep going forward. My general sense is that the message is to let you know that he's with you, and there might be an issue or things that you're an upward struggle in terms of going up the mountain, ascending the mountain, but just having faith and knowing that you're protected and you can ask for, help along the way. You're not alone.
Yeah, Linda, I think I've connected with Gene before.
Oh, Suzanne, thank you so much. You're so kind. My goodness.
Well, thank you.
Oh.
Linda, so when I connect with your this is your biological, your birth father. I do feel like there's a general message, and he does wish that you and him had more time together, which I think he's come through and let you know before. He is reminding me to tell you about October and the celebration, and almost giving me an energy that he will be there. Just know that he's with you in that celebration in October. And then really for you to have no regrets and to live your life, really free. I did pull the cards. So I've got time to go, and I've got the storm fields. And I feel like as I connect to these, what he's letting me know is you might be going through something right now. This could be a partnership, relationship situation that isn't serving you, and feels like it's like an uphill battle. And he's just reminding you to choose you if you need to, to trust your intuition on this, and take yourself out of those situations because you deserve better, and you'll be okay. So that's what I'm getting from Gene as he comes forward.
Nice. Linda, I was taken to 7 years old and 7 years ago, and I don't know how those connect or how you would connect with them, but 7. Then I was stopped, and it was like I was seeing my grandparents on their mantle. They had this clock. I don't know what to call them. It wasn't a grandfather clock, and it wasn't a wall clock. It was one that would sit on like the mantle, and it was like that kind of shaped. So some attention around that specific clock. The month of May was being highlighted. And then the acknowledgement about you moving into the unveil of your own gifts. And that really feels good. There's a mention of the aspect of writing, so automatic writing or channeling or a combination of the both. And so as you continue to follow your passions, there's real pride and encouragement about that. 2 cards. One was the spreading your wings, and I feel that plays into you following these callings that you're having. And then this one, which I think speaks for itself and you'll resonate, is your connection with the animal kingdom. So your ability to be in the communication with animals feels really good. So that's what I'm getting for you, Linda. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Linda.
And everybody, be sure, if you're watching from my channel, be sure to subscribe to Stopher's and Jason's channel. Both of their channel links are in the description.
Thank you.
Actually, I don't think your channel. No, I didn't put them in the description yet, but I will. But just find them and subscribe. I know y'all can do it. Someone's put their links in the chat, so that's helpful.
They'll look like this.
Oh my gosh, there you go.
Do it now.
We interrupt this program.
Yeah, we'll wait. Go do it.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, it's your turn.
Okay. Hilda wants Dairy Queen now. Well, I can probably remember how to make almost everything. So.
Oh, and I used to work at a Starbucks, so if you need coffee, I got you.
Did you?
Like way back in the day. I wasn't very good at it though.
No.
I did too.
At Starbucks?
Yeah, I was like the master phone person.
The phone? Oh, I think I was good at phone. I just wasn't fast, and I was messy, which is kind of not good to work at Starbucks and not be fast and to be messy. Yikes.
Okay, here we go. Miss Pamela Bryant, reading please for the relationship between herself and daughter. All righty. All right. Pamela and daughter. Okay. I need an outcome. Oh wow. Can I go?
Yes, please.
I got some real. I was taking Pamela to the deck, and there's something about this. It's the higher self deck. So I just feel like communication right now. I'm going to show you this. It does feel like pause around the communication, and so the encouragement to be in the higher self to higher self communication is what I'm being made aware of. There does feel like some confusion. I don't know whose end that's on. Could be both. I got the perseverance and the courage card, so I feel like this is going to be a little bit of a slow and steady, but ultimately, and this feels real good, the two female energies in that embrace of forgiveness. So I feel like this is, oh boy, I just feel it's in a place where it's like moving forward might take a little bit of time, but it feels positive in getting there, if I'm reading this right.
So I pulled the potential card. The same sense that it might be kind of not strained relationship, but there may be miscommunication. So I think that the general sense is, recognizing that there is the potential for it to be a stronger relationship. But I think that this goes along with what Kevin had with just being sure to travel lightly, simplifying your life. Just from a spiritual standpoint, sometimes, it has to be a two-way street that both people have to consent to working on a relationship. And it's all a matter of free will and choice. And so it shouldn't be one-sided. I don't know if that resonates in any way with your current relationship with her. But I get the sense too that it's time to work on that relationship if you can. But again, I think it's also being aware. and not careful, but just like traveling lightly, I guess. Like to put it. Like just be aware of the energy exchange and feeling that there is that balance between you.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same line here. I do sense there's definitely an opportunity, Pamela, if you can understand. I feel like there's an opportunity for you to really be in a place of support for your daughter right now, if you can understand that. I do sense that, like with her energy, there is a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? An upheaval. So it's also in that support, being very, very understanding of where she is with her energy as well. Um, and I pulled by the book. A lot of times this is a culture card for me, but in this one, it's really just kind of being strategic to a degree. I know that that's kind of maybe not the best thing to do in a relationship, but to be kind of tactful, I think is a better word for it. About how you know, kind of communicate with her. I think Kevin was hitting on some of the communication stuff. So I just think there's kind of an unsettledness to her energy. And when I pull the commitment card, I feel like a lot of this has to do either with a relationship that you're in, perhaps your partner or her partner, or something to do with that as well. So there's a level of a partnership that's kind of also causing the energy to be a little challenged. I do sense that she's also possibly in a bit of a move or an upheaval with her physical where she's at as well. So there's just a lot of opportunity here for support from you, and just really to be present for what she needs when she needs it, because I think those opportunities are coming up. So you'll be called on. So I hope some of that makes sense for you, my dear.
Yeah, just remembering that she has the choice whether or not to accept your support or insight, and if she doesn't, that's her choice. I think that's another important aspect of it too.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you, Pamela. All right, this is a mediumship request, I think.
June. For June.
If you could just let us know if you're still here, if you're still watching. And thank you to everyone that's sticking around and watching. We appreciate you. All right, thank you, Jenna.
I like the fact her name is June and she's born in June.
Yeah. Right.
That's so funny. I have a grandma June as well. Same. Sorry, I got distracted. The coughing. I don't feel like that was mine. June. Where are we here? June. Okay.
Wait, Jana, as I connect to your mother, June, I do have an energy coming in that I'm aware of around you. I believe what they're telling me, it's interesting because they're bringing me to Saturday, and I feel like it's not just generally Saturday. I feel like they're talking about this past Saturday, that I almost feel like they're giving me that they would have visited you, or that there would have been some specific energy happening around you where you would have recognized them. So they want to acknowledge what you felt on Saturday, and let you know that was them around you, and that was them that you were feeling. They also talk about in their life, if you can understand, your mother June would have overcome a lot because she's given me quite a journey for her, and the strength, and I feel like that was passed down to you as well, if you can understand that. She comes to saying like, I'm hearing like mama bear, baby bear. So I feel like she had a very, very like protective motherly energy, is kind of a personality she's given me. I am hearing like 3 of 4. So what I believe this is, if you can understand, there would have been like 4 children. And I feel like 3 of them were either like girls or boys. So she's just telling me there's like 3 of 4. So she's separating one. And then I'm also getting a very like traditional kind of a life with her, and also being in service, if you can understand that. And she's acknowledging your being in service as well. So I feel like she's kind of passing the torch, and understanding that you are also living a life where you're in service. Just a lot of appreciation around that. What do you guys get from June?
I have like the sense of unexpressed anger that she held. This might tie in with what Stopher was saying about that she was through a lot in her life. There may be areas in which she didn't fully get to express herself, or she chose not to. So my sense is that it's the trust card. Possibly about, you may be following in those footsteps in a way of not expressing your truth and not saying or speaking your mind, which may be, if it was a traditional family like you, Stopher said, that it might be a matter of breaking out of that mold. But then also, finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So knowing that she, is there with you in terms of rooting you on, in terms of releasing, specifically anger, and cancer, any type of cancers are anger in our body. It's just depending on where they're located. So I don't know, Kevin got the esophagus clearing, and then also knowing that you are supported. So also knowing that, you can ask for help from others. I don't know if asking for help is something that's in your wheelhouse, but maybe doing that more.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Jenna, I got, I heard the name, the R name, the male, like a Ron or a Roy, but the R for sure being highlighted. June is her name. The month of October felt significant, and it was the month of October felt significant. There was something else there, and I'm not remembering. So if it comes back, also the recognition of the recent. Sorry, I got something in my eye. The recent birthday, and a visual was the red balloon, and it was interesting. I don't know how to take this other than I saw marching, and I think it was a parade, like that kind of energy where it's like, and when Stopher was talking about the last Saturday, it was like, I felt like I was in the crowd and there was like a parade or like marching or like, I'm on the street and I'm seeing all of this energy that's passing in the street. And the encouragement, there was I remember with the October, the ladybug. So she was showing me the ladybug. That might be one of the signs that she's showing you. And then the last thing was you being in the energy of the opportunity that you have. And the spirit doesn't necessarily say, do this or do that, but there's definitely this invitation. And if you're feeling called to this opportunity, it feels good. And it might take something. It's opening you up, but if you feel called to it, it feels good, Jenna. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jenna. So we'll select another, Kevin.
Oh, do I?
Do you?
Jason, do you want to?
He doesn't have the power.
Yeah, that's right. Where are we going here? Let us see if. Let's see if.
Etienne, hello.
How do you say the name?
I think it's Etienne.
Etienne, are you still here? Let us know, please. Oh, nice. So on Saturday, that's interesting. She was with her dad, who has had a recent fall. Wow. So know that mom was there with you. Nice.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Oh, it's French for Stephen. Very nice.
Cool. And he's here. Or they're here.
Oh, are they? I don't see them.
Oh, Etienne? Oh, no, I thought you were telling me they were here.
Oh, Jeff was saying it's French for Stephen. All right.
Etienne, if you're here, please let us know. He's here.
Yes.
They're here.
Perfect. Perfecto. All right. Something around finances. I got feather in my eye. Finances.
All right, Etienne, first of all, the universe wants you to breathe. Relax just a little bit. I do sense that there's a lot of the energy around it feels very tight. I feel like there's a lot of nervous energy. There's actually kind of a physical fear around.
You cut out there, Stopher. I can't hear you. Or me? Is that just me?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? All right. Let me go back just a little bit. But the energy feels pretty tight when I kind of connect to you and your finances and how things feel. So what I'm getting is just relax into it a little bit. The universe is going to take care of this. I feel like you're just like holding on for dear life to every the job, that it's almost like fear that it's going to go away like at any time. And I want you to know that it actually feels quite secure. It's just your energy around it feels very, very intense. I'm also pulling the building blocks, which lets me know I'm being asked to kind of give you the directive of allow this to. It feels like a slower timeline to me, so like a slow build. So I believe your trajectory is a little like bit of on a slower kind of scale. So just be patient with it. Like I say, I don't sense like there's any like peaks and valleys, but I sense a very nice, slow kind of build as we move into like the next couple years. So just continue to work hard and also kind of, I feel like there's like a spreadsheet as well for the finances. So keep kind of plugging away at that. I think that's important, but do kind of relax into it a little bit is what I'm kind of hearing for you.
Mm-hmm. I'll go next. Yeah, I pulled a few cards. I pulled a time card, and so I feel like you really start to notice some of the changes, and what they're highlighting is you being really just responsible and present in this moment. And a part of it is the letting go. So there's this energy of like what's been created up until now. Be in that breath. Be in that breath that Stopher was feeling into, and that's going to allow the change. And the energy of help is on the way. and the surrender. So your participation and what that looks like energetically, sometimes it's like the more we restrict and focus on like the deficit, if you will, the more that calls in. So it's really going to take something for you to shift. And then they're saying it's actually really easy for you. So just make that bit of a switch so that outcome, you're going to start to notice it. So yeah, things will change for you, Etienne. Things will change for you. Yeah. And I feel like you're hard on yourself in it. They're like, yeah, I feel like you can release yourself from the blame part of it. It's just like, yeah, this is where you're at. And now moving forward. So how about you, Jason?
It's just kind of validating everything that was already said. So trusting, and the sense is the surrender, which I know is really difficult, especially, it's easy to say, but then putting that belief into action is a whole other thing. So it's, really, we are powerful manifestors, and Spirit's always told me that the way to really manifest what you want and what you need is, one, asking for help, and two, acting as though you already have what you need, and just giving gratitude for that, and just surrendering that to the universe, to your spirit team, and having faith and trust that that will come through. I think it's important to also the cleansing and clearing, purification. So in a sense, maybe you're obviously asking the question, you must be a warrior about certain circumstances, giving yourself the space. I
sense that.
That sometimes, and Spirit also says this all the time, we take life too seriously. And just knowing and trusting that what you need will be made available to you.
Yes, sir. Etienne, you're going to be fine. It's going to be good. All right. This is hold on. This is kind of interesting. I want to see how we answer this one.
Oh, sorry. I just want to put this up there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
that's very kind.
Well.
Sorry, Stopher.
Nice.
I was literally I had, when you click and then I'm like, oh, do I release? My release is going. So I don't know which question you posted. Sorry.
First time on my channel, and this is how you treat me.
Terrible guest.
You might come back. I don't know.
All right.
Sandy, if you're still here, we'll dive in if you just let us know. And we're coming up on an hour. I think we were shooting for about an hour, maybe just over. So you guys feeling okay?
Yes.
Always.
Great. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, are you here? Are you around?
Present.
Everybody's here?
I do not.
Going once, going twice? Okay. Well, I'll move on to the next one. From Kate. Recently moved to the East Coast on just a positive feeling that this is where I should be. Any messages from my guides?
Interesting. Congrats on the move. I love that energy. I feel like that took something.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, Kevin. I've immediately heard bravery. So yeah, the guides want to commend you and acknowledge your bravery in this. So first and foremost, that's coming up for me, and it seems like Kevin is getting that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sandy's here too. Okay, so we'll answer this for Kate. I didn't even see if Kate's still here. Let's do this for Kate and then Sandy, and then we'll probably wrap her up.
I'm singing the Grease. That's funny that Sandy's still here because I started instantly singing Grease. Oh, Sandy. I won't sing it, but you all know what I'm talking about. I love that movie. The movie Grease. No? Sandy? Look at me. I'm Sandra D.
I'll have to check it out.
You've not watched Grease?
I'm not as old as you, Kevin.
I don't like musicals. Sorry, it's not in my.
Me neither. Or animation.
Wow. Okay. 2 against 1. Wow.
I am aware of it, but I haven't watched it just because I can't. I just can't do it.
Okay, so everyone other than Jason and Stopher.
Kate, are you here? Are you here, Kate?
Ouch! Exactly, Mary. Ouch! Yes, Suzanne. Ouch! Yes, Ness. Ha ha ha. Ouch! Yes, Rhonda. Exactly. Ouch.
I'm sorry. I should not be age shaming. I'm sorry.
I know. Totally. Yep. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, y'all.
I probably lost all my followers, all my subscribers right now.
Oh, funny. Totally. Oh my God.
I don't think Kate's here, but Kate, if you're watching this on the playback,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, it's interesting because I do get the message, of course, around the bravery and really just commend yourself for this. You know, in this call, you know, saying that you just had a positive feeling, I feel like they're kind of what they're doing. They're showing me like putting the puzzle pieces into place. But it's so funny. I'm gonna ignore the chat. Probably.
Poor Kate.
I feel like you're being set up for something, and I almost feel like there might be a relationship in this new spot as well that's going to be developing. So just watch out for all these, like, I feel like coincidences, serendipity, kismet, whatever you want to call it, is going to start happening for you. So it feels positive. It feels like you did the right thing, like you're in the right place.
Yeah. I will just add because I pulled 2. Oh, go ahead, Jason.
So confirmation that you're building a sense of community. It came from a place of courage, and just knowing that you are in a place where support's all around you. So
I love the energy of the move. Yep, I got the perfect storm. So it feels like things were a little bit shaky, and you moving into it. This is the courage to step into life. So again, you in that courage, and courage is just simply making a choice. So you made a great choice, and there's gratitude there. So be in that receive of gratitude, as well as the acknowledgement of embracing the gratitude. Seeing the gratitude, 2-way. That's what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. Well done, Kate.
Yes, and she is here. So
wonderful.
She put the butterflies. Thank you, Kate.
She was watching Grease. She just had to pause. No, or over the Grease.
East Coast.
These two.
Kate, are you in Virginia by any chance? Somebody's taking me to Virginia.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we are going to do this one because Sandy, you're here, right? And then we're gonna call it a day.
Sounds good. Lise, what's that? What I don't know what that means. It really might be cheesy now, but now in the future, Kevin will always avoid my questions. Never. I don't avoid anybody's question. If I was avoiding someone's questions, they'd be blocked. But that's right. The case. I love
this wouldn't even be here.
Yeah, totally. So I missed what you were said, but I'm sure it was funny. I'm sure it was about Grease.
Sandy on Stopher's channel. Cool. Thank you, Sandy. So yeah, I'll go first on this. So how many guides do I have, and what are their names? So it's kind of something that I'm going to invite you to figure that out.
Yeah.
Because, and here's what I do, and I'm not trying to be cheeky. You know, when I started tapping into guides, and I actually call them guiding energies just because I want to take some of like the human kind of qualities out of it for my own brain to understand. I just feel them as different energies, and they have kind of different personalities and different kind of sensations when I am around them. So I gave my names. I don't know that, and that might be different for different people. You might hear names, feel names, whatever the case is, but I just kind of gave my names, and then just confirmed that they're okay with me calling them those names. So that's kind of how I did it. I think this is a very personal thing, so that's why I wanted to answer the question. And I'm interested to see how Jason and Kevin think about it. But I just would invite you to get really, really quiet when you're kind of tapping in, meditating, whatever it is, and just ask these energies to come forward and see the different feelings you get. And then I would just ascertain from that's how many guides you have. And you're always going to kind of feel new ones and different energies around it. So it's kind of an ever-changing thing for me. But I also always often feel the same ones, kind of the steady ones. So what do you guys think?
I like the energy of that. I got the leadership card. It's interesting theme again about the leadership card and you being the leader. Oh my gosh.
Good. Otra vez.
So good, Sandy S. This is it. So you being in that leadership role, I did get the overwhelm of plenty card and in that overflow, because here's the thing, there is unlimited guides for you to be in communication. If you are the personality type, if you are the type that needs all the details, then create that roster of names and attributes and personality and all of that. But sometimes just being in the simplicity of sitting and being in that communication, which takes the leadership, you have that ability. And I think it's so exciting when people get to unfold that on their own. So it would take me probably a lot longer to tune in and really make connection with your guides. And so because of that, the invitation is you be in that exploration. So guided meditations can be helpful. If you're just starting out in that, it's a good way to kind of be guided, find somebody whose voice that you resonate with, but really just be in the excitement to be in the receive, and you will get the information, Sandy. So feels good.
Yeah, and this comes from my experience in working with higher selves and spirit teams and everything else in hypnosis. And I know that really there isn't a specific number, just because that's kind of a product of our own belief system that, there are individual guides. They are in essence all one, but they, like Stopher said, they do have different personalities and such. There is always one guide that will be with you throughout your entire lifetime, but the numbers are everyone else or all the other beings, they come and go according to where you are in your life and what you need. So career, you change careers. Some guides are going to, take off and say, hey, my work is done. And some guides will come in. Also loved ones, if you have really close relationships with them, it's really pretty frequently that they'll just stay there to help and protect you. So definitely if you have a family member you feel like might be with you in terms of a guide, I would trust that, because it is a very personal thing. And ultimately they don't have a physical form, and names really, it's all about just trusting that they're there. You can name them, but all in actuality, they don't have names. That's kind of a very human approach to it.
Yeah. So I want to address this, Sandy.
I know. It's like
you don't have to try hard. I feel like you want to do the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. Just be in the receive. It's that simple. So sometimes when we over try or over complicate it, that's in the humanness of it. So just letting go of that. And I know it sounds sometimes easier said than done, and that seems to be a bit of the theme. But just be in that quiet place, Sandy. And you're able to access that. Yeah, no need to try harder.
I will actually.
Yeah, go ahead, Jason. Sorry.
I'll add that sometimes we're not ready to be in touch with them, which I've learned that recently through a recent session I had where, you might be just beginning your spiritual journey, and it's kind of like baby steps. And sometimes guides will not be as, I don't want to say in your face, but they might be in the background until you're ready to really get in touch with them. So they're in that's ultimately up to them, and how they do that. So that is part of the, it's something that can't be forced. So that's all.
Yeah, 100%. And I just, I'll leave you with this. We were talking to Sandy, right? I feel like, I'll speak for myself. My guides are like attached to me. They're here. I didn't have to go searching for them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's and I feel that's the same way you feel. Like you don't have to like try hard to go like scoop them up. They're there, and that energy will communicate, like Jason was saying, when you're ready to kind of accept it.
Mm-hmm.
Just know that they're already like a part of you. You're just gonna have to tap in. So you'll be good, and you don't have to try too hard. You just have to kind of accept and be in the space. How do you guys feel?
Great, thanks. This was fun.
All right, thank you again for being here.
It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I will actually. I've made the decision. I will have you guys back.
Oh wow!
Lucky you. Now we have to see if you guys accept.
Time
if anybody wants.
Cliffhanger.
The people may not want this again.
I'll come back on one condition.
What is it?
That you both watch Grease. No, that you both watch Grease.
I've seen it, just like in 19-something.
I've seen enough of it to know the general gist, so I appreciate the encouragement.
Thank you for the invitation.
I read the Cliff Notes there. There you go. If those still exist.
Does it have the guy? Does it have the Travolta in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was kind of a looker when he was younger, right? All right. On that note, thank you all for being here. I have to go.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thank you.
Lovely to see everybody.
Please like and subscribe, all that good stuff.
Absolutely.